If you're looking for a way to keep your business growing week after week, we want to share with you the process of evolution in your business that you can lean into that won't take you any more than 15 minutes per week, but will have you growing and adjusting so you can have the success in your business that you truly deserve. Now, this is an extremely powerful exercise when it comes to business, but I also want you to think about how you could use this in your personal life and also with those you lead. So how we're going to do this is we're going to share a powerful set of questions that we ask all of our one-on-one clients to help them continuing to evolve their business so they know where to make the adjustments so that their business continues to grow for the long term. Let's jump into question number 1.
Number 1, we want to check to see how last week went for them. So one of the questions that we ask is, on a scale from 1 to 10, what was your action and energy level on the right activities? And then a follow-up question is, why was it like that? This will give you an opportunity to reflect on the last week so you can learn from it and take what you learn onto the following week.
Now, we didn't say this in the beginning, but just be sure not to use any judgment, shame, or criticism against yourself, depending on the number that you come up with. That's not the purpose of this. The purpose of it is to find those different locations where you can make adjustments along the way. Otherwise, you could go weeks or even months by doing the same activities over and over again and never making any adjustments. So be sure not to take the shame angle on this, and instead, what is this trying to teach me? And what's a way that I could do this a little differently next week? That leads us into question number 2. What was your biggest win last week? Now, before we get into changing things and seeing what didn't go well, we should really focus our time and attention on the things that did go well. Because it doesn't matter if last week felt like everything didn't go as planned. There was at least one thing where you had a huge win, and we want to make sure that we find it, bring it up, and recognize you for it. Now, the reason why we asked this question second is because it will help you in the following questions to put you into the voice of your heart instead of the voice of your head. So really ask yourself, what was your biggest win this week? And if you're getting value from this video, definitely smash the like button.
The third question you can ask yourself is, if I could do the week over again, what would I do differently? The way that this is framed is really important. Again, this is not to go into the past and beat yourself up about it. It's just a way for you to learn so you can take these lessons and move them on to the following weeks.
And the last question that we asked during a one-on-one session is, how can I best help you today? Now, this really doesn't translate when you're doing it to yourself, but we can make a few adjustments to this question. So really take a look at the answers to your first 3 questions. Is there something that's blaring at you? Maybe something that's trying to call out to your attention. Many times from these answers, I find that my subconscious mind is telling me where to point my attention because there's a problem that I need to fix. And what I do in this stage is I help set myself up for success, whether it's a mindset issue or a tactics-based issue, by helping solve the problem in advance. I always like to coach myself by asking, what is this trying to teach me? Now, if you're somebody who doesn't really understand the philosophies of life coaching, it might be hard when you first get started trying to coach yourself. That's literally why we've created our Life Coach Certification School. If you'd like to get some personal coaching or even learn the philosophies of life coaching, we'll leave you a link inside of the description that will allow you to get coached for free to try it out. Now, you might get to this point and wonder, how can you prevent self-sabotage from creeping in and talk yourself out of even trying these questions? Don't worry, we got you covered. Tap the screen to watch this next workshop. This is where Teresa and I really tackle the top 10 business saboteurs that are trying to get you off track in your business. And above all, keep leading from the front, leaders. Bye.